And with that, I'm going to turn things over to our speakers in this first panel. We have, there are so many topics that we could go into today. Again, because this administration has probably been so offensive on so many levels. This is a sampling, this is a smattering. We have some great speakers lined up. So I'm going to turn things over to start off with to Sadie.
Good afternoon. I am just too excited today. I just want to thank God for allowing us to be here today on this shutdown day. So I was up through the night all listening at the media and saying, shut it down, maybe we can see what's going to happen. But you know what? We are still grateful. We're still grateful. We want to continue to lift prayers for our president, for our Senate, because certainly we know that there are ideas and there are choices and there are things that need to be done. There's work to be done. And we have all of us that can embrace this great organization that has put forth this effort today. I stand before you today as a member of this community. I didn't realize that I would be here as long as I'm here. In 1998, my husband, Wendell, was my boyfriend, their fiance, said, we'll get married, we'll move back to North Carolina, where we both were born and raised, and we'll get married, and then after a year, we'll transfer. Well, that's been the longest year. We got married in 1999, and if you know your math, I'm coming up on almost 20 years in this great city of Lafayette, West Lafayette, state of Indiana. So I want to give ourselves a hand. I love this community. I'm a North Carolinian. I just want you to know that. But I've actually become a sure enough Hoosier. Because, you know, when I came here, I felt right at home. You know, I came from the criminal justice background where I worked in the court system and was always in the political arena with my parents. Most of you know my mom died when I was 8 years of age, but you know, that didn't stop us. 6 little naughty-head babies, you know, who wanted to raise naughty-head kids, you know, growing up. But we had a loving grandmother and a loving community, you know, the village. So I'm honored because they embraced me. And then when my husband brought me to this great area of the Indiana area, I was embraced by so many lovely people. So I'm not going to start naming any, but today, that Catherine Parker, you all know her? I was headed to Illinois this weekend, but she called me and she texted me and she said, Sadie, we need you here. And I believe everything Catherine says, okay? So, and I also believe in supporting my community. That's important for me. And I have a lot of nice friends that are in this community. I don't think I have any enemies. I always got people are friends. And I'm grateful for that. Not a lot of people can say that, but I'm grateful for that. You know, then when I first came here, I joined this organization. I had good police friends, and I see one of my police friends that was a police when I came here. And now, guess what? He's a mayor of this great city, West Lafayette. Let's give it up for our Mayor Dennis. Some of you probably didn't know he had eased in the room. But I am honored to be a part of such a great, wonderful city. Lafayette, where Mayor Tony Rusworski was a police officer then. You know, and we have good people in this community. But I'm here today to talk to you about the NAACP and how we all partner together. And if it wasn't for my community, the NAACP was known when I came here. But after serving in my arena for Church Women United and all the other organizations, you know, I was often thought of as, let me talk to Sadie to see if she would take on the NAACP. It was already there, but in 2009, I reactivated the NAACP, Lafayette West Lafayette branch. So it is still alive. And I only needed 50 people. But because you all are so wonderful, we end up with 103. So I just want to thank my community. Thank you all so much for all of the great work that you have done to support me. I love all of the organizations here. I love them, and I love having to do great work. And to the shepherd of this wonderful church, it's such a welcoming church. Thank you all for always doing great things, and great things in the community and embracing and welcoming us in to talk about events like this. But I just want you to know, because of the work that you have helped me to provide in and to provide services with, after I had to call out for 50 and got 100, you helped me to get to that 200 mark. So today I bought 500 applications because I need some. I'm going to a meeting Friday night in Fort Wayne, and Fort Wayne always think they can take us over. But let me tell you one thing. Because of your great work, Lafayette West Lafayette has taken the lead with memberships the entire time that I've been leading the NAACP, Lafayette West Lafayette branch. So give yourself a hand. And because of all of that good work, in 2020, the NAACP Indiana State Conference will be held in Lafayette, West Lafayette. So I want you to know I'm looking forward to that great date, and it is a presidential election year. So we are excited about that. So thank you for having me here today. There are a few other things on my calendar that I want to share with you. I bought some literature because most people, when you pay your membership, you want to know what's going on. We have information, and the NAACP does a really good job with making sure you get your report cards of the elected officials that you place in the office in Indianapolis and the office in D.C. So we want to make sure that literature is provided to you. So I have a table set up before you. And NAACP just doesn't look at people like myself and you. I was just on the phone this morning about 7 o'clock talking to an Asian family who has felt discriminated. And they thought sometimes the NAACP is for one people. But the makeup of the NAACP is made up through Jews. It wasn't people who looked like me who thought of the idea. But they knew what discrimination looked like. So they felt the need of all races to join and make up what you see the boldest organization in this great United States of America that's approaching its 107th birthday, February 12, 2018. We're excited. We also, because I'm your president, also serve on the NAACP Indiana State Board, while I am the assistant treasurer of. If you are an NAACP member, I am your president and your state officer. If you are not a member, I am still your state officer and your local state president. So I want you to know that as representing NAACP, I want to make sure you know where your funds are going. And I want to be able to tell you that we have our meetings that we will be starting back up. And our meetings are hosted at the Federated Church on the west side. And we're proud to tell you that when NAACP call on you or you call on us, we meet you and you meet us. We are honored to do that. And we're so happy because as we all waited for the female first president of the United States of America, right? But that's all right, ladies. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. You remember in January last year, Miss Catherine and all those organized this great women's march downtown. Again, our mayor was right there. Our John Dennis was right there. Let's give it up for Miss Catherine. They did a wonderful, amazing job. So I want you to know that NAACP is still needed in this great state, in this great United States of America, because we still continue to be the voice for those that need to hear us. Sometimes it just means that a phone call or somebody to talk to. But the bottom line is we all should be reaching out and touching somebody's hand. We should be doing it because that's what we do. It doesn't matter. They said, Sadie, the whites relate to you good. How do we get them to do that? I said, you reach out and touch them. I said, because what I do is, growing up in the South, my babysitter was white. She gave me the same spanking that my grandmother gave me. You know, they didn't play, but the bottom line is, and you know, my mother and my father worked on the farm, but at night, there, when my babysitter had us, my mom went there to get us. You know what? If it was past 8, they wouldn't allow her to take us out of the house because we had rules and guidelines that we had to follow. And my parents knew that. So I'm grateful. When people tell me that, I say we all bleed red. So I see no color. And I'm grateful that that's what people see in me when they reach out to me, when people call me. I am there. I am there. I was just at the election, at the campaign. I missed my friend Pat Harrington, but I was at Earl McCoy's. But let me tell you one thing. They both are prepared and ready to represent us. So we need to make sure, get your votes in. Everybody here registered to vote, raise your hand, because we got some people that are not registered. We got some people that are not registered, but you know what? What you don't realize, one vote does count. If you don't vote and you didn't want Trump, guess who you voted for? Trump. You know? And then they called me the other day, said we need to impeach him. I said the NAACP doesn't impeach folks. But let me tell you one thing. Know what you understand when you're saying impeach. Because when you impeach President Trump, guess who you got? You already know our former governor. You know it. I ain't mad at him. I like both of them. But remember, when you impeach Trump, you know when they get ready to vote, they got 40 and they got 50-50. Who do that extra? Who do that other vote? You better be careful when you say impeach him. We don't want to impeach him. We want Hillary Clinton. That's who we want. We don't want to impeach him, you know, and I love him. You know, I'm not saying he's made all the right choices. But if you impeach Governor Pence, NAACP, we got Governor Pence. That's all I'm saying. So all I'm saying to you is, at least with Brother Trump, he going to tweet. He going to do that. He going to do all the other stuff. But we can kind of negotiate with him. And we can say, Brother Trump, that's not right. He going to go back and do what you want to do. But you can't get that. So he's telling me my time is up. But NAACP is on the front line. So thank you, and may you all be blessed.